Hey y'all, Nick here. My hair, I slept on it wrong last night and it is just poking up. I gotta get it nice and tight and right. But hey, happy whatever it is today. I have no idea what today is. But I wanted to hop on here because I just did a post. I did a post this morning on Instagram and it just reminds me, I'm always trying to encourage folks like the power of picking your path. All right, knowing where you are, what you're good at, and picking your path. Because y'all, success is everywhere, all around us, everywhere. Just look around. It's like magical dust, my friend always used to say. It's gold dust in the air, right? Meaning, guys, listen, opportunity is all around us. We have to figure out what's the path that is in alignment with who you are and what you are called to do. So this morning on Instagram, I didn't post it on Facebook. My Facebook market message is a little different than my Instagram messaging, right? And so I put a post up on Instagram, and I'll probably put it on Facebook in the next couple of days. But the whole concept of it was there's a million ways to make $1 million. Okay, it's a million ways to make $1 million. And I've always said it. I was laughing with my husband. I said, man, we selling cookies. Like cookies? Where'd that come from? Like way out of left field. Just a random occurrence. But when I think about that, literally I'm sitting in front of Einstein Bagels. I just picked me up some coffee while I'm on the road. Everything around us, y'all, is generating income. Think about how many businesses you pass every single day. You pass an auto repair shop. You pass a gas station, a grocery store, the local coffee shop on the corner. You're passing all these different businesses, a blind shop, a flooring company, a carpet cleaning company. You're passing all these companies every single day. And many of you are doing business with these companies all the time, right? You're always putting money in their pocket. You're always doing business, with different types of businesses. You probably go to the grocery store 2-3 times a week. You probably go to the gas station 2-3 times a week, your local coffee shop. And what we don't understand is every single one of these different business models can be successful for anybody who chooses to pick that path. The question is what is your path? Can you figure out what is the path that works best for you? And the reason why I'm shooting this video is because I've been in this internet marketing space for a very long time. And hey, Tamisa, and I find that people have this mindset that if you're not doing what I'm doing, you're not going to win, right? That this is the way and the only way, and those who don't do it my way are not going to win. And that's a lie, and the truth ain't in them. It's so many ways that success can come about, and there's so many things that we can do to generate business. It's just a matter of which one falls in alignment with you. So I put on this post, y'all. It's 3 things that will get you success in anything that you do. Anything that you do, okay? The number 1 is knowing the power of supply and demand. Who wants what you got, right? Who wants what you got? If you clean carpets, who's the audience that wants you to clean their carpets, right? If you detail cars, where can you find the people that are going to spend the money to get their cars detailed, right? Whatever it is that you do, you got to figure out what's the supply, what's the demand, and how can I become the supplier? The second thing is marketing. If you learn how to market, y'all, let me tell y'all, I don't care what you do for a living. If you are in business for yourself, if you are trying to sell anything, you better learn the skill of marketing. Marketing and number 3 that I'm going to share with you in a second. You got to learn the skill of marketing. There's so many classes out there. You can get on Udemy. You can go on YouTube and watch free classes. You can go everywhere. Skillshare. The list goes on and on. People selling their own courses. I'm launching something soon that you guys will be able to get access to, right? Learn the art of marketing. Learn the ability to shamelessly promote what it is that you do so people know you do it. Because if they're looking for somebody who does it, guess what? They need to know that you got what they need. So you got to learn the art of marketing and putting yourself out there, getting your business in front of people, learning how to connect with your ideal clients, learning how to constantly provide information and what we call social selling that is going to be a connection point that is constantly showing them why they need to do business with you, right? So marketing. And number 3, y'all, is sales. Listen, until you learn to ask for the money, you ain't gonna have none. Okay? I'm gonna give you a little example. I got kids, 2 of them. And these little people are so aggressive with what they want. My son plays Fortnite. How many of you guys got kids that play Fortnite or Roblox? How many of y'all got kids that play Roblox? And guess what? I promise you, at least one time a day, I'ma hear, Ma, can you buy me some V-Bucks? Ma, can you buy me some Robux? Ma, can we go to the store real quick? I just need $5, Ma. Ma, can you buy me $5 so I can get some skins? Ma, it is annoying as ever. But I promise you, we probably give V-Bucks and Roblox money every single week, about $5 at least, which is why we invested in the stock, right? Invest where you spend your money. We got stock in Roblox or whatever it is, Roblox, whatever. But the point is that when you ask, it shall be given, right? And you got to learn that in business, the art of sales is the ability to get compensated for the value that you bring to the table, right? And a lot of people are so scared of the word sales. If you don't know how to sell yourself, baby, you're going to always be in the background wishing and shoulda, coulda, woulda. I wish I could have did this. And man, how come they having so much success? I'm smarter than they are. I know more than they are. I can do what they doing. I got better skills than that. I got more degrees than they have. How are they out here doing this? Because people learn how to ask. They learn how to put an offer in front of people and how to create transactions. And so when you have those three things, y'all, that's the formula, right? Supply and demand is number one. Marketing is number two. Sales is number three. When you learn how to make those three things a part of your predominant focus in business, right? How do you serve an audience and give them what they need consistently with impeccable service? How do you market so that those people know how to find you? And how do you sell so that you can do a transaction with them and be able to provide them with that service? That's business. And you can do that in any avenue, in any platform. You can run a nail shop. You can run a beauty salon. You can run a bagel shop. You can run, an online business doing e-com. You can be a fashion designer. But people got to learn that there is a million ways to create success. It's not one path. The secret is to find out what works for you. My path, you might see me selling cookies one day, courses another day, because I build companies for a living. That's what I do. I'm good at business. I tell people business is my ministry. That's what I do for a living. So I always work with people in every industry. I got clients in real estate. I got clients who work with government and corporate clients. I got clients who are doing everything. Like I have all kind of people that do all kind of things. To me, it's never what exactly is it that you're selling. It's the process in which you sell. I teach people how to sell. I teach people how to get business. I teach people how to make money. I teach people how to generate profits. That's what I do for a living. So you might see me selling cookies today and I might be selling spoons and forks tomorrow. It don't matter. It's the fact that I've learned the art of business. And so what I do for a living, my business is business. It is the ability to build companies and build businesses successfully and generate revenues and profits that are going to create massive success for companies. So the thing is, y'all, pick your path. It is not one way to build to get to millions. I think we've gotten so limited in our ability to see our options out there, because we might see a handful of people out there. Hey, Rebecca, look, she knows she the manifesting queen. Y'all follow Rebecca. That's my girl. Like, she throws it down. She'll give you the real on what it takes to manifest some stuff. But here's the thing, y'all. Listen, you have to, and I'm gonna tell you this, you have to get clear on who you are and how you want to show up. For me lately in business, I've been, because people are always like, Nicole, I will say there are times where I'm like, I should be so much further than where I'm at, but I've chosen my path carefully. There's a lot of things that I could have done that could have had me in a totally different financial bracket. But let me tell you something. It was numb, sucking, paralyzing to my soul. And I was like, I don't even want to be bothered with the people attached to this. Like, I want an escape and to get me out of here fast. I had to figure out what was in alignment with what I enjoyed. What are the things that really suit me, that give me the lifestyle that suits who Nicole is, and also allow me to fully be myself without having to compromise anything for the name of whoever I got to impress for whatever it is that I do. I'm not doing that. So I've chosen my path carefully on this journey, walked away from a lot of money in some situations. In other situations, I've walked into some things that were experiences that helped me. But at the end of the day, it's the constant realignment of who am I and what do I want? And what does this look like, right? What does this look like? And doing that has given me so much joy. I was just on the phone with a friend. I said, it's amazing because I'm working with my husband now, but we were up till 3 o'clock this morning, y'all, packing orders. And I told my husband, I was like, I'm really enjoying doing this with you, right? It's not about the box of cookies. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about building together. And he told me, he said, man, I really see that you really dedicated to this thing. I said, babe, I'm dedicated to you. I'm dedicated to you. You've watched me. You supported me. You've helped me build businesses for 18 years. I'm about to invest in you. So when I'm packing a box, putting tape on it, you know, putting cookies in a box, it ain't about the cookies. I don't feel less than because I should be this person and I'm putting cookies in a box. I say to myself, this is so much bigger than a box of cookies. It's building something within our family infrastructure that's going to take us. Even my daughter's starting to take cookies to school. She's starting to sell them. The kids in the neighborhood know who we are because they mamas buy stuff from us. So it's creating community. We're starting to build relationships with our neighbors because I'll go get free samples. I drive around in my car like I'm Uber Eats, y'all. I just did a delivery this morning. And yes, I'm the same person that can turn around and bust out multiple seven figures in a year. I have no pride about being able to invest in a process that's so much bigger than what we do. It's about what we are creating, right? So at the end of the day, it's about what's in alignment with you. I'm looking at what we are building. I'm looking at, how does this make my husband feel? Y'all know how good it make a woman feel to see her man confident, that he know his wife got his back, that he now feels like an ultimate provider. Because you know what, y'all, let's be real. When a man marries an alpha female, it's hard, especially black men, right? If you marry an alpha female like me, who anything I do is going to be massively successful, and my husband comes from wanting to work a job, right? He's not an entrepreneur. So in our household from day one, y'all, I was hustling, selling jewelries on college campuses. I was waiting tables at Red Lobster, but I always was making money. And my checks was always going to be probably a little bit bigger than his because he always had a job. I was a server, y'all. I would take 2 and 3 shifts to make sure that I can cash out the kind of money I wanted to cash. I got out of $13,000 in debt, in a couple of months working at Red Lobster. Don't underestimate who you are based on the environment. Y'all, I was the biggest hustler in Red Lobster, one of my most favorite jobs in the world. Okay. So don't underestimate where you are and what you do. It doesn't compromise who you are. It just basically means that character that is in you can develop. And so my husband married this hustling, grinding, make it happen chick that he didn't know who I was because we were in college when we started dating. And he had to deal with me always being the predominantly earner in the household, right? And unfortunately, when you're young, you don't know how to handle that power. So when I was young, I actually abused it, and I did not necessarily give him the level of respect that he deserves, right? And I had to learn over time that just because you make more money than your husband doesn't mean you discredit or disrespect who he is as a man. He's still head of your household. He still is the dominant source to lead this household. So you give him that respect, right? This is ours. He's still a big role in anything that you earn because he's here helping at home while you're out doing what you do. So now that we can turn this table around and I can be his support system, I can invest in him, I can build him up, I can let his face shine, I can let his name be great, I can let folks give him the props, and I can be behind like, okay, babe, let me go make these deliveries, and do whatever it takes to build him up. It doesn't remove who we are in our character and possibility and potential for any level of success because of what roles we operate in, right? So I share this with y'all to say, because here's what I feel is happening to most of us right now. Many of us are discrediting the working process, okay? We are underestimating the power of taking these hands and putting them to the plow, of putting your hands to work. And because we're in this whole quick, fast, microwave internet society where you buy a course, you take that course yesterday, and today you do what the course said, and tomorrow you're going to be a millionaire. That's what everybody got in their sales copy on all their ads, right? Tomorrow you're going to be rich. You're going to be on the beaches of the world. You're going to have this fabulous life driving Bentleys and living in 10,000 square foot homes, which is all not real, right? It takes time to get there. But many of us forgot the power of this. And I had a conference call. I had 2 conference calls on Tuesday back to back. And let me tell you what the theme of those conference calls were, y'all. And this is mind blowing for me. Okay. I got on one call with some of my sisters from college that we used to run together. We were in this ministry together in college. Some of my most favorite people that were my biggest mentors in college. And we talked about, what do you have in your hands? What do you have in your hands? What do you have right now in your hands that you can work with, right? That was one conversation. Then I get on another conference call with some of my business partners. And one of my main business partners turns around. And I was late to the call. And she said, y'all, what do you have in your hands? What do you have in your hands? Right? If you don't know, that's a Bible story about a lady who thought she was going to die because she was down to her last meal and she had no money. I think it's in 1 Kings. I can't remember where it is. One of my favorite stories. And Elijah the prophet, God sent Elijah the prophet to her house. And she told him, I got this last little bit of oil and this last little bit of flour. I'm going to make some bread for me and my son, and then we're going to die. Because she had given up hope. She felt like her life was over. She had nothing left. And Elijah said to her, what do you have in your hands? And he said, I want you to go to all your neighbor's house. I think that's how it worked. I think it was Elijah. Maybe I'm twisting the story up. But he said, go to all your neighbor's house and get as many bottles as you can. And we're going to fill them up with oil. And y'all, she went to everybody she could to get as many bottles as she could. And they ended up, all this oil came from nowhere where she had overflow. Let me tell you something. The oil didn't stop till she ran out of bottles. The oil didn't stop till she ran out of bottles. And what she was able to do was turn around and sell that oil. Here's what I need y'all to understand. Your success is in what you have in your hands, baby. You know, all these years, I've been chasing these big titles and these big, you know, this game and that game. You want to get into the real estate game. You want to get into the investment game. You want to get into this game. And you know, those things are wonderful and amazing. I'm still in them, right? Still want to be in them. But sometimes we chase the far and hard things that are so far removed from us that it distances us from our opportunities when we underestimate what we got in our hands. What's under your roof right now? What's in your hands right now? What are you good at right now? I look at let me tell you, God is teaching me this with my husband, okay? Because my husband is just a man that loves to be in the kitchen. He feeds his family every day. And my husband generally makes us 3 meals a day. We get a hot breakfast, a hot lunch, and a hot dinner. That's who my husband is. His goal in life was to be a great husband and a great father. And that is exactly what he is. So he would cook. But I underestimated because he wasn't in the real estate game. He wasn't an entrepreneur. You're not out here making stuff happen. You're not, you don't know what these guys are out here doing. They in the trucking business and they in this and I'm looking all out there saying he should be doing all these things. And let me tell you what happened. Him and some friend was experimenting with some cookie recipes. He did a tray of cookies. We was trying them. And I said, babe, let me take a picture. And at the same time, we talked about him getting his own, cooking thing going. And I was going to help him. To me, it was like a little side thing I would just help you out with, right? I wasn't thinking nothing big. I was just like, yeah, babe, sure. You want to start a little cooking thing? Sure, I help you with, no problem. Yeah, we come up with a name, treating them like I treat my clients. I'm going to help you build your brand. And let's come up with a logo. Just not really thinking big beyond him having something to do, right? But I said, babe, let's start a cookbook. And I showed him Canva. I said, you can come in Canva. I showed him templates. And I said, make you a cookbook cover. And then I said, let's talk about names. Came up with a name. Then we start working on the cookbook. I had him working on the cookbook every day. I was like, babe, work on it every day. Just add your recipes. He was like, how many I need? I'm like, you need 30. And I'm giving him ideas. And so he's working on it. And one post, y'all. One post. I just so happened he made his cover. I was so proud of him. Y'all see the cookbook. That's his cookbook cover. Y'all go to thesmokingskillet.com. He created that. I was so proud of him. And so he created his cover. So I posted his logo and posted the cookbook. And him holding them cookies. 330 comments, and 3 hours later, we were in the cookie business. Y'all, it's been 2 weeks, almost 200 sales, and we almost close to 5 figures. I'm going to put it to you like that. We'll make 5 figures in our first month. I'm going to put it to you like that, okay? We will make 5 figures in our first month selling cookies and cookbooks. God had to show me that it ain't always about the big and the hype and the this and the that. It's what do you have in your hands? He took what my husband had in his hands and said that he can lead this household. And y'all can take this, and I'm not going to even tell y'all how many phone calls I've got. How many of you guys are in my inbox? How much support we have. How much love we have. How many people are sharing what it is that we're doing. How many people are praying over what we are doing. How many people are spending 2, 3, 4 hours on the phone with us, showing us ways to take this to the next level, telling us about distribution deals and commercial opportunities. And I mean, y'all, people are on our phone. I've never seen this level of support in my life for anything I've ever done. I don't care how great it was, how big the brand was, how cute the logo was, how much I paid for the website. I ain't never seen this much community support. Let me tell you, all of y'all are amazing. Every single one of you, every prayer I get, prayer this morning, prayers all up in my Instagram inbox. I pray over what you and your husband is doing. I just got off a call over my sister, pleading over our life, declaring God is going to do great things. And like, it is amazing what is happening out of some cookies. So let this be a level of encouragement for you to stop downplaying yourself. Stop comparing yourself. Stop underestimating what you're good at. I don't care if you're good at potty training a kid, baby. You can open up a freaking franchise across the world right now that mamas will come and pay you. Mamas and daddies will pay you. If you can teach them how to potty train their kids in a weekend, oh baby, they're going to pay you. Because they want to save money off of those diapers and wipes and all those things. So don't underestimate your gifting in potty training. I knew a lady, literally, my friend's daughter's grandmother, potty trained her daughter in 2 days. Made her walk around the house naked so that she didn't like the urine running down her lap, and that she knew when she had to poop that she needed to be sitting on something. And in 2 days, she was potty trained. That's a business model. Don't underestimate this stuff. You can have videos. You can have training videos. You can write books about it. You can have videos. The power of the internet has made everything an opportunity to generate income. Everything. So let me encourage you guys. Look at what you have in your hands. Look at what you had in your hands. Courtney Adelaide, or if I forgot her name, the girl who did the Main Choice product. She sold her company for $150 million, right? Her daughter got her first big order selling hair bows to Walmart. They just showed it this morning on Instagram. She's in a whole warehouse, cases and cases of hair bows, right? The young lady here in Austin, we met her. She made a lemonade stand. And her mama and daddy was like, this lemonade is actually really good. We're going to take it to another level. She's now in all Whole Foods and all these different companies all over the country. I don't even think she's in middle school. She probably just hitting middle school now, right? Stop downplaying your gift, y'all. Look at your hands and ask yourself, what do I have in my hands? And when you start really narrowing in on what you got in your hands, then I will be here, y'all. I'm just going to start teaching y'all how to take these ideas and turn them into income. Because my husband has been the greatest case study for me to see that it ain't about a fancy title or a popular trend. It's about you having something in your hands that you're committed to building, and you take the time to master that craft and invest in it brick by brick, day by day, process by process, and be committed to that journey, and you will have success. Are we overnight success? Heck no. We've been married for 18 years. This is probably our 1,976th business that we have tried in 18 years, okay? Right? And we still got a long way to go. But I'm going to tell you something. I know we got something huge going on, and it started off with a cookie with some flour, some sugar, some eggs, some vanilla, and whatever else he put in these cookies. Okay? So I want to encourage y'all with that. Take what you have in your hand and get to work, because there's a million ways to make $1 million. And that million, I don't know, $1 million is not a lot anymore, but it's in you. It's in you. It's right here, y'all. It's something you do all day. It's something you do all day. It's right under your nose. It's an idea that keep popping up, but you keep discrediting. You keep saying, nah, that ain't gonna work because everybody else is doing it. Listen, it's right under your nose. It's Janine juicing. Oh my gosh. What the lady, Jay, what's her name? Jay, whatever, made all these millions of dollars off of a juicing book, right? Dean, you already know what yours is. How to take people from help desk to advancing in high level positions in the IT space, right? Yes, Keisha, your cookies are in the mail, right? So, y'all, if I can encourage you, stop downplaying who you are and your gifts, and ask and pray. I pray right now for each and every one of you guys. Y'all know I pray in the name of Jesus that God gives you a revelation, that you can truly connect with who he created you to be, every talent, every skill, every single passion, desire, the things that all your years of experience, the ideas that have been brewing in your brain for years. and you keep telling yourself it won't work because it won't work because, I rebuke all those negative Nancy thoughts in the name of Jesus. I declare right now that a boldness comes over you, a confidence comes over you, that everything you've ever desired to accomplish, all of a sudden every fear is stripped off of you, that you run relentlessly in the direction to manifesting that thing in your life. You won't look to the left, you won't look to the right. You won't ask yourself, well, what if this and what if that? You're going to go proactively moving in that gift, and money will not even be an issue a day in your life when it comes to you manifesting the thing that God has placed in your life. I declare that every single resource that you need will show up in your path. The people that you need to help you, the people who's going to help make it clear, make it plain, give you the step-by-step process, are going to show up in your path. But you must be devoted to putting in the time. Turn off the TV, pick up a book, do some research, watch some YouTube, buy some courses. Yes, buy people's courses. I spent, I don't know how much money last night buying e-com courses. Now I'm in the Shopify game. I love it. I'm probably going to buy every Shopify course that exists. I don't care if they all tell me the same thing. Why? Because each Shopify course is going to tell me one app that I can use that's going to actually add another zero to my business. So right now I'm investing in the Shopify game real hard. So I want you to understand that if you want to win, something is required of you, but I am declaring that you will have a boldness and a clarity of mind. You will be stripped from all the insecurities, every fear, all the doubts, even the past failures. I don't care how many times you fail. Y'all, I fail every day. I ain't worried about them failures, because it's a matter of learning what works. And the process of elimination is just as valuable as the process of discovery. So don't underestimate when you discover that something is not going to work, because it actually helps you to move on and put your time into something that will. So I pray that you move forward into the things that you desire to do, that you know you are amazing at, and that something brilliant comes from you, because guess what? We need what you got. It's a whole bunch of us looking for stuff that we can't find right now that is birthed inside of you. So I love y'all. I pray that this helps you guys. Share this video if you feel like it'll be beneficial to other people, and stay tuned, because man, from a cookie to, I don't know, I'm gonna come up with a real good title for a book, because I told my husband yesterday, I said, we selling cookies. I'm all over Round Rock in Austin, Texas, delivering cookies. I'm like, cookies? Really? God, you got a real big sense of humor. I done sold everything under the sun, and now we selling cookies. And it's been a fun journey. So love y'all. I gotta go. All right, see y'all later, and share this video. Bye, y'all.